Reggie has had some tremendous ball games here. That layup and that cheap one might get him started. Houston had some pretty good defense going against them prior to that effort.
Charlie Ward with a pass. Sprewell to finish. New York's first field goal.
Low for playoff point.
Childs with 54 seconds. Gives it up to Sprewell. Can't score. Got his own rebound and kicked it down.
That first ball was blocked by Antonio Davis. The Knicks are not controlling their defensive backboard. Latrell Sprewell off the blown inbounds play. The first block rejected there by Antonio Davis, but Spree stays with it. Persistent. The game of basketball is all about putting the ball in the hoop. The Knicks starting to penetrate, get inside the porous defense. And throughout these clips here, you have too many Pacers standing there with their arms way up in the air. When a shooter sees that, he knows that the defense has given up. When the defense is poised and has their arms at their shoulders ready to pounce on that ball, they've got...
You know, you need a guard. You need somebody like Jalen Rose anyway.
Talk about Larry Bird. Talk about Bob Gross and Jamal Wilkes. Well, maybe we won't talk about Jamal passing.
Sprewell attacks Mark Jackson and lays it in. Nice spin move by Sprewell, who has a half dozen points. New York by 4. 5 seconds left in the half. New York with the ball up 2. Sprewell. Rose with a reach-in foul. Jalen Rose.
You know, the Indiana Pacers are leaving Chris Dudley open. And
why not?
Well, that's right. and you know, fortunately, as we take a look back at the foul, the Knicks are helping the defense of the Pacers by giving the ball to Dudley. You get a guy cutting through the hoop, he hops out, his chances of making his shot are remote, and yet they continue to throw the ball in there. It helps them. It doesn't help the New York Knicks.
Thursday night, Shamiqua Hostclaw scored 18 points in her WNBA debut, so we all get a chance to see the two-time Collegiate Player of the Year as she leads the Washington Mystics against two-time MVP Cynthia Cooper.
A quality producer from the line.
Religion might be in order for him when he goes to the line. Tied at 57, Sprewell gives the Knicks the lead. 30 seconds left.
First shoot, but the second half for Sprewell, and Houston needs some help. So Sprewell is going to have to step up to this dance and deliver. When Camby is effective, it's because he's down in the slot, and they haven't been able to find him. Sprewell.
Shot Latrell Sprewell, baseline floater, puts the Knicks up 3.
But Steve, the Knicks are killing Camby's efforts themselves. He's best on the weak side. They're playing.
Sprewell, you know, he's best when he can just make up plays, and this is a made-up play by Sprewell, just going on his own, and double clutches to get that one to Danton, and Van Gundy said, it is about time, Spree, you showed up.
Childs reached in and just raked that off left hand for Smits.
Coming back to the same play, they were late in getting him the ball, they come back to Sprewell.
Latrell Sprewell on target. The Knicks go back up by 3.
That runner that he hit, that Steve was talking about the creativity, that set him off. Now he's in it right now. They got to get him the ball again.
And the lead in half. They want to make them work all 24 seconds to get a score, and they want that score to be a deuce.
Reggie's 3 for 17.
Back to Jackson. Open man from the corner for 3, Jalen Rose.
Chris Childs.
Dudley on the floor to get it for New York. 42 seconds left. Here's Sprewell. Jackson with a 3 for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. 30 seconds left. Indiana foul.
In just abject disappointment. That led to this fabulous drive. Sprewell just crossed in over. No one on this team for the Indiana is stopping Latrell Sprewell on the way to the hoop.
Indiana motivated by that. As you see Sprewell react to throwing it down, and now he'll come to the free throw line. But Indiana motivated by that 7th game loss to the Bulls last season. Really the only team that stayed together during the lockout, working out constantly. They were the favorites from the outset to step in and replace the Bulls with Michael Jordan retiring. They struggled sometimes during the regular season, especially to close out close games. But in the playoffs, they seem to come alive. Now New York, the improbable New York Knicks, who have battled all sorts of adversity all season long, on the verge of eliminating the Pacers again.
And Sprewell, who went from a year ago from the villain, from the most vilified player maybe in the history of the NBA, to now on the verge of taking his team to the finals and maybe being the MVP.
Childs gets it to Sprewell.
That's a great move by Childs. Terrific decision making. Sprewell's the guy. He's been iced at the line. Reggie's been here before. So Tom and I did the game when he had 8 points in 16 seconds. So he's just waiting, I guess.
And 4 points is not safe anymore, as we've seen from Larry Johnson. But here's Latrell Sprewell. The big question for the Knicks, or one of them anyway, that they had to answer this season: should Latrell Sprewell and Allen Houston play together? Well, tonight the answer is an emphatic yes. Sprewell with 19 points, Houston 32 points. They've combined for 51 of New York's 87. In the big free throw disparity in the game, New York has hit 27 of 33. Indiana's attempted only 9 free throws in the game, hitting all 9 of them.
Sprewell blocking shots. The Pacers have given up.
And NBA history has just been made. The New York Knicks are the first 8 seed to ever make the NBA Finals. Jeff Van Gundy's wife in tears. What more could they possibly overcome? They'll get a chance as they meet San Antonio in the finals. Let's go to Jim Gray.